What Ridley doesn't know is I'm going to full bag him as hard as I can.
Oh, hey, Tanner, that was uncalled for. I want a raise.
I'm creating this video to share with you the best pickleball advice I've received in my 4 years of playing professionally. My name's Tanner. I have a DUPA rating of a 6.0, and I moved down to Florida to pursue pickleball full time. It's safe to say that pickleball is my life. Number one, hearing this absolutely blew my mind, and it's the currency in pickleball is time. In the real world, the currency is money, but in pickleball, it's time. We want to take time away from our opponent, and we want to get as much time as we can on our side. That's how we move him around like he's on a string, and how we stay set and stable. We do that by taking balls out of the air at the kitchen line. Notice I'm making the balls bounce on his side, but look, it's allowing me to literally control him like he's a rat in my game. The way that we do this is extremely simple, but so many people get it wrong. We want to have a wide, stable base, and we want to be out in front, and think of hitting the ball with our shoulder. So like this, not our wrist. My wrist stays completely locked, and I simply push or nudge with my shoulder. Secondly, notice I'm not hitting forehands because I get jammed, okay? With the backhand, I can get everywhere. Number two, here's the secret to dodging out balls. This seems like a super loaded topic, but it's actually extremely simple once you understand what I'm about to share with you. The first part of this is having the proper ready position. So at the kitchen line, I like to think of looking through the paddle with the tip of my nose. So right about here. And then as we step back on the court, our paddle should gradually lower and lower and lower. So in the mid-court, my ready position should always be at this height. There's no reason to stand up here. This is what everybody does, especially at the 3.5 or 4.0 level. If I'm up here and the ball comes, I'm gonna be more likely to react, and it's going out. So just make yourself a smaller target. So if the ball's not here, you simply dodge it. The second part of this is when we're dinking at the kitchen line. Most players have the wrong understanding of this. They try to dodge balls as they're coming at them. It's way too fast. You're not gonna be able to react. Instead, you wanna be looking for pre-shot cues. So if I'm dinking here with Ridley, watch my body language. I'm dinking with Ridley. If Ridley sees this, a big backswing, he knows to dodge the ball. He's not going to be able to just react to that. He knows before I hit the shot. Number three, here's the biggest mistakes everybody makes on their serve. You need to fix this in order to turn your serve into a weapon. First, what everybody tends to do is they line up with their hips and their shoulders facing away from the court. This is wrong because now I can only use my arm to generate power as opposed to my entire body being able to generate the power. Secondly, players will stay stationary on the serve. I'll see them serve like this. What is that? That's only using my upper body. I'm not utilizing my full body. We want to make the serve physical. So where does the power come from? This back leg exploding. Look at this. Bam, bam. So when I serve, that's the power. See that? Way more powerful. Lastly, the release point of the ball. Where should we hold it? Most players have no idea. They just get up there and serve. If you hold the ball too close to your body or too far back, this gives you dinosaur arms. We can't get full extension of our arm. So the proper thing to do is to let our arm rest naturally at our side, bend our knees, and reach. This is the optimal spot to make contact to the ball. Jumping out of the video for 1 second, something that absolutely blows my mind is 67% of you watching right now are not subscribed. I post a tip every single day, and it's all for completely free. I am trying to get you better at pickleball. I'm literally dedicating my life to this. All right, let's get back to it. Number four, this is an extremely common situation that happens in almost every pickleball point, but so many people don't know how to play it, and they're not even aware of it. And it's after you hit a third shot drop cross court like this, look at this ball Ridley hits. See that ball like out wide? How do we handle that ball? What everybody does is this. Hit it again there, Ridley. they try to do this. Super sharp, aggressive back cross court. What we want to do is we actually want to take this ball and go soft to the middle or soft to the guy in front of me. We are trying to neutralize the rally, not hit a winner. The next piece of advice for you is, when do you change direction in a dink battle, and what does that even mean? This seems really easy from the outside, but to actually do it requires a high pickleball IQ. So this is what changing direction is. So if I'm dinking with Ridley here, okay, he hits an aggressive ball, bam. Why did I change direction? Here's the pickleball IQ you need to understand this scenario. And it's, when you're in a dink battle, it usually starts out as 50-50. As soon as you get behind in the rally, you need to get back to neutral in order to try to win. The mistake that the majority of players make is, when they're way down here in the rally, they try to go from losing to winning. And they do that by trying to rip a winner cross court. Number 6 is, where do you aim your third shot drops? I don't think many players except the pros understand this. I kind of think people go out there and just hit the shot with their brain turned off. So most people think that you want to hit your drops to the corners, but that's actually wrong. So if Ridley's straight ahead and I try to go to his corner, look, he has so much reach, it's going to be next to impossible to get the ball to bounce. If we try to go sharp to that other corner, which everybody tends to do, not only is it a really small margin, it also gives him so many angles to work with. Like, look at that, that's so aggressive. The best spot to aim our drops is actually right here. You can look, it's toward the middle of the court. So what I like to do is I like to hit my drop, bam, okay, that's good, Ridley. And I like to aim diagonally over this white little marker. So if I'm this way, I like to drop here. If I'm that way, I like to drop here. So that's always where I'm looking for, because it gives us the most margin, plus it gives them no angles to work with to be pretty crafty. Number 7, this is my personal favorite thing to do in pickleball, and it's adding deception to your game. So this is when we're dinking at the kitchen line. Most players are in such a rush to dink back the ball. Look at me. I'm just trying to get the ball back over. What we actually want to do is do something called holding the dink, okay? So instead of rushing to hit it back, just think of pausing behind the ball for a split second. This adds so much deception. So check this out. Look at me. So what this does is it like freezes your opponent and they don't know what shot's coming. So I can hold into a dink, or I can hold and then just speed it up like that, and it catches everybody way off guard. They're not on the counter. They normally are late to it. To show you how effective this is, we're gonna play a little game where I'm gonna either dink it back by holding it or speed it up. I'm gonna try to catch Ridley off guard. What Ridley doesn't know is I'm going to full bag him as hard as I can.
Oh, hey, Tanner, that was uncalled for. I want a raise.
Thanks for watching. Make sure to comment down below which piece of advice has helped your game the most. And don't forget to subscribe. I post a video like this every other week.
YouTube thinks you should watch this video next, and so do I. Keep getting better at pickleball.